Hey, are we rolling? I don't know why I say that every time, but we're rolling. Hey, it is show 213 of Kid Friday. We do the show because you're a kid in a digital world. I'm Dave, and I'm excited because we got a lot of stuff to cover on this Technology Kids podcast that is, although I got an email from a 41-year-old adult who likes to watch this. I think parents like to watch this because, sometimes we slide in a few jokes that you kids just don't get. All right. So, what are we talking about? Okay, first off, some breaking news about stuff that Apple is working on. Just thought, I'll tell you about the rumors, and this is pretty cool. Went to Costco with my friend Steve and checked out some items there that are technology, and I had no idea, but Apple still makes the iPod, like the regular size. It looks just like the iPhone. We'll take a look at that. By the way, if you don't remember who my friend Steve is, he's been on the show before, and maybe. This might, if you're a viewer fan of it, this picture here might remind you of Steve. Yeah, we were setting up for a show and he fell asleep on us. Nice guy. All right. Before we get into our intro, something very important. If you are a Kid Friday viewer and you like Kid Friday, asking you to do this huge favor. And go into iTunes. Most people watch Kid Friday off of iTunes, but go into iTunes if you use iTunes and write a review. Now, you can give Kid Friday 5 stars if you like Kid Friday. We certainly hope you would. Give us 5 stars, but also write a review. Because if you can do that, Apple will feature Kid Friday more, and it would mean so much for us. We're doing the show for free. We're not asking for your money. We're just asking for your support. So, in iTunes, if you go to Kid Friday, it says reviews, right? Write a review. I don't know what I have here. See, no editing. It's real. It would really mean a lot. So please do that. And let's get this show going because what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Facebook coming out with some interesting 3D glasses. They're getting into the hardware business. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some really cool shirts. I know, you think, what? It's technology. And some friends of mine have done that and picked up an award and so much more. So as we say, let's get this party started. And I'm always looking for something, right? Always looking. All right, here we go. It's Kid Friday. It's show 213. Go.
Hit it.
Oh! Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I love computers. I have an iPod. I'm a gadget freak. I like to play with my display. I do it every day. I have awesome technique. Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I love this stuff, can't you see? Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I'm a kid who's in love with technology. Kid Friday.
Yes, we even mentioned the iPod in the intro. And it's not retro because they're still selling the big one. It makes sense to sell the small one. You go jogging, you go whatever, but we're talking the big boy there. All right. Anyway, Kid Friday brought to you by Story Cub. Now, what is Story Cub? Story Cub, if you watch Kid Friday in the podcast, you can subscribe to Story Cub. And it's Story Cub's free in iTunes podcasts. Real story time 24/7, anytime you want. It is story time anytime. Video picture books featuring real people reading awesome books from awesome authors with amazing illustrations. You want a bedtime story? check out Story Cub. You can also go to storycub.com, check out some free stories there as well. Doesn't get any better than that. So there you go. Story Cub. As I spin around, I like to wave. I didn't look at the count this week, I'm sorry, but I do know that both Kid Friday and Story Cub are viewed in more than 200 countries around the world. Many I've never even heard of. So there you go. Thanks so much to Story Cub for being a sponsor here on Kid Friday. All right, let's not mess around. Let's get the show rolling. All right, so on the last show, I had my iPad with me, and I don't have it with me now, but I have a jack to show you here. Anyway, so the tip of my headphones that I was using at the time, it broke off inside the iPad. And I'd done a little searching, and they said, oh, you know what? Some people are saying, get a toothpick and some glue and put it in there, let it dry, and slowly pull it out, which makes sense, right? There's a little video of it's stuck in there. It's stuck in there. And there's a picture of the toothpick, and I used a dark chocolate Kit Kat to kind of keep it level. Just saying. All right. Bottom line is this. What are the results? Not so good yet. I tried it a couple times, and the toothpick stuck into the hole, onto the deal, but I still have yet to get it out. So I'll be working on that more, and I will give you a future update, but I did work on it a little bit. And I tried two different kinds of glues because I found this one glue that I have that I've had forever. It's called the Welder. It's heavy duty, and it didn't do it. And I tried crazy glue. It didn't do it yet. So you have to line it up. I'm working on it. But I tried it out anyway. All right. Hey, a lot of things going on. First off, our email here is all messed up. So here's what there's a decision been made. We've never really promoted our Facebook page. So if you join our Facebook page, make some comments on there, we'll read them right here on Kid Friday. If you have a question, ask us, okay? If you have, want to tell us about your favorite app, put it on the Kid Friday Facebook page. If you just want to say hi, we'll say hi back. Why not? And so just go to Facebook. Was it facebook.com/Kid Friday? You can find us easy. We've got like 40 people on there. I don't know because we've never promoted it. But it is going to be the easiest way to communicate with you and answer your questions about technology. Don't ask about elephants and how they fart because we have no clue. I mean, I suppose I could look it up, but you could too. However, a lot of people ask us, for example, if there was a question right now, should I buy an iPhone now or should I wait because I want to get an iPhone? And the answer to that, I would say, if you can, wait because a new one's coming out. They're going to announce it in September. Now, if someone asks, should I buy a Samsung Galaxy 8? That's what I want to get. Should I buy it now or wait? Buy it now. It just came out not that long ago. So now's the time to, if that's what you want, buy it now. All right? If someone says, should I buy cigarettes? No. Has nothing to do with technology, but I'm just saying. All right. So go to our Facebook page. Join us on the Facebook page. Write in. Communicate with us through Facebook, and we will read your comments, your questions, your suggestions right here on Kid Friday. All right. I heard from a lot of people, some friends of mine watched Friday too, and they said, "Man, that is a big speaker. This HomePod that Apple's coming out with. How are you gonna fit that in your? How are you gonna fit it in your house? How are you gonna squeeze it through the door? Look at that guy." In reality, just to clarify, that's on a big screen, and a guy is showing a demonstration of it. The actual HomePod is a little under or over 7 inches tall. Like that. It's not a giant thing. But if it was, wow, you'd have some banging bass, let me tell you. All right. So before we get into things, something a little fun that I found. I have a candy jar for when guests come over. Hey, would you like some candy? Help yourself. So I stocked it full, and it spins around. And here's a quick look at my candy jar. Look at that. Yumbo. And those Starbursts, they're all the red ones. Genius. You know that? Now, if Mike and Ike could just take the yellow and orange ones out and just have green and red Mike and Ikes, that would be a dream come true. Not to say that, you shouldn't have a lot of candy, but I'm just saying. Okay. So, some friends of mine just picked up an entrepreneurial award. These guys make the coolest shirts that I have ever seen, and I went over to their new headquarters, as it may be, huge warehouse. They make these shirts that look like, look, okay? They were on TV the other day showing their stuff, and Jeff and Scott are 2 twin brothers on the left, and then on the right is their their younger brother, who is taller. How did he get so tall? Same parents? I don't know. But if you look at those shirts, those are just T-shirts. If you look at the shirt in the middle, the sleeves that they're sewn in, they have tattoos on them. And that's part of the shirt. It's all one shirt. And when I was over there, I was talking to Jeff, and we were just talking about the shirts. And check this one out. It's pretty cool. It looks like you're wearing a suit. Who wants to wear a suit? Just put the shirt on, okay? He was telling me, he told me this. He said, it was just in casual conversation. He said, I was at the airport once, and I was about to go through security, and they stopped me, and they said, sir, you're going to need to take your sport coat off and run it through the belt there. And he said, it's just one shirt. It tricks you. It tricks you. FauxRealShirt.com is the name of the website. By the way, these guys sell in Nordstrom. They sell she's all over the place. There's a little peek of their website. I'm only showing you that not because they're my friends, although I like them, but I love what they do. They have some cool stuff. You know what? I just remembered something. While I was visiting, they gave me a couple of some of their catalogs, and look at this. Look at that. That's a shirt. Yeah, you want to wear a tux? No need. Just put a shirt on. All right. There's some fun ones in here. Look at this bling. This has got real bling actually on the shirt. But look at that. I like that. That's a shirt. It's just a shirt. So they have tons of designs. Look at this gumball machine dress thingy. Hey, look at this. What's that all about? That's cool. All right. Anyway, thanks guys for putting out some cool stuff at your FauxRealShirt.com. Just, I don't know. I like their stuff. It's just amazing. In their place. Matter of fact, on the last show, Jeff, at the very end of the show, my cell phone rang, and it was one of these guys from this company. And we were talking about how they moved and how they got new computers. This is the company I'm talking about. And so and regardless, I like that stuff. I like that stuff. They use technology because they have. When I went and visited their new place, there were designers. There's a long table, very long table, and on each side there were designers designing stuff for these shirts. I think one guy was working on French fries. I swear they were French fries. And I think I may have offended him. So if you're watching and they're not French fries, I apologize because I said, oh, those look like French fries. And I kind of got a look of, I'm a designer. Don't mess with me. All right. So my friend Steve, who, again, if you he's been on Kid Friday in the past. That's him sleeping on my couch. Jeez, what's up with that? What does the guy do? He just sits around. We went to Costco, and what is he doing? Sitting around. The thing was coming. You know what? He was about to go to sleep. And I woke him up just in time. He said that's what he does at Costco. He goes to get samples, free samples, and to sit on their furniture and relax. Well, you can make a whole day of it at Costco. Okay, so I looked around. So I went with Steve because I don't have a Costco membership. So if I want to go to Costco, hey, Steve, going to Costco? Let me know. Meet you there. Whatever. So that's what we did. And I looked at a few things technology-wise. I had no idea that this thing is still out. The iPod Touch is still out. Look at that. It's still available. And I'm not talking about the small iPod Touch. I'm talking about the one that looks just like the phone. And I think sales on these have definitely gone down because a lot of parents who have had iPhones previously and they get new phones, they give them to their kids. And the kids just use them as iPods. But they're still for sale. And how about that? This, I think, what was that? 32 gig iPod Touch, and 220. This is like the price is right. The actual price is $229.99 for that. I did a little checking. Walmart sells the same 32 gig Touch for $239.99. If you go to an Apple store, they are $249.99. So it's a good deal on at Costco. $10, I guess, right? You like drones? I saw a drone. It's a cool drone. Check this out. Here we go. It's a cool looking drone. It is a really cool looking drone. And the specs on this thing are amazing. They had a monitor right next to the drone that was showing how it operates and everything. But this thing has got 4K video. It has got a 41-mile range. We'll check it out because we're going to check out the price. So, okay, let's play price. The price is right. All right. How much you think this drone costs? Huh? How much? How much you think the drone costs? And you? And you? Okay. You can get the actual price without going over. Look at this. $989.99. That's one expensive drone, but, and I say but, not like you're behind. Well, I'm saying like, however, 4K video at 30 frames per second, auto takeoff, hover landing. Now, some of these drones that can go fast and are bigger or whatever, you have to register them with the Federal Aviation Administration. Some of the smaller ones you don't. It can go 40 miles an hour, 27 minutes of flying time and a range of 4.3 miles. So it's got 27 minutes of flying time. What does it take? Like a couple days to recharge? I don't know. But 4K video, 30 frames per second is pretty amazing. That's top notch. That's top notch. Now where I live, got this balcony, right? So a couple weekends ago, I was out for a bike ride, came back, and what's on my balcony? A drone. I'm like, what? Right by the pool. Someone's looking up. Hey, can I come up and get my drone? Sure. This guy's girlfriend put the drone. Well, she didn't know how to use the drone too well, I guess. But that's a heck of a price. And I don't know if I'm saying it's a good or bad, but the specs on this drone are very amazing at Costco that I found there. So anyway, just a few things I thought I'd highlight that I found at Costco. And again, my friend Steve, you know, what does he do? He goes there on Saturday for sample day and fills up and then sits down and relaxes at Costco. And he likes that band Cheap Trick. The shirt he's wearing. Favorite band, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So, check this out. Facebook. So Facebook is taking another stab at turning this thing that they call the, not the octopus. What do they call it? They call it the Octulus. Octulus. Let's take a look at the Octulus, shall we? Let's take a look at it. All right. So here it is, the Octulus. And it is the price on they tried this previously. The price was like $400 at the time, and you had to have it tethered to like $1,000 computer. So this one is bigger, better, and cheaper. And they are getting into the hardware business. You know, you don't have any Facebook cords or Facebook computers or Facebook phones, do you? No, but this is a Facebook product coming out this fall. Their new headset is going to sell for as little as $200 and does not need to be tethered to a computer or phone, according to some people that are familiar with this. This is kind of breaking news. Saw this on TechCrunch, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to ship. Oh, it's not this year. It's going to ship next year and represent an entirely new category. It is geared towards immersive gaming, watching video, and social networking. And it even has a code name. Now, should I tell you the code name? Code names are usually have code names because it's a secret. So if I give you the code name, the secret's out. Pacific. Oops. I just gave you the code name. Sorry. Just did. Now you know. So that's that. So these wacky people who may not be so wacky. Do you have a dog? A cat? Alligator? Chimpanzee? Gorilla? A lot of people have pets. Do they not? A lot of people. Matter of fact, I'll tell you how many people have dogs. It's over 60 million 60 million households in the United States that have dogs. So there's this company called Rover, and these knuckleheads are either really smart or someone's going to lose their job. But they invested $65 million into Rover. Send $65 million over. Rover. Pretty amazing. And what they do, what is Rover? Well, they connect people that can watch dogs and people who need their dogs watched or walked or whatever. You want to see a cute picture? Here's a cute picture for you. How about that? Look at that. Wow. Founded in 2011, Rover runs the largest pet services marketplace that helps match more than 140,000 vetted sitters. Not veterinarian sitters, vetted sitters. That means they've been just checked out. Across 10,000 cities in North America, with pet owners looking for someone to take care of their dogs or other animals. And there you go. According to the American Pet Products Association, wow, otherwise known as the APPA, pet sitting, boarding, and walking, right? It's a $5.7 business industry looking to grow. The pet industry as a whole will reach $70 billion this year. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Isn't that amazing? Where's that stat that I wanted to make sure while you look at this cute picture that I wanted to, how many are in U.S. households? I swear I saw that somewhere. How many dogs? How many dogs are there in U.S. households? Let's see. Well, this company's been around for 6 years, so I'll tell you about that. Anyway, there you go. Rover. It's a good name. Rover. There are more dogs than cats in households. Where was that stat? I swear I saw that somewhere. But I believe I was right on what I previously mentioned. Anyway, if you need some pet sitting, that's a good job. That's a good first job. If you're a kid, live in an apartment, neighborhood, whatever, maybe put a note in the door. Hey, you know what? Do you need your pet? Because a lot of people work late or whatever and want to let their dog out. You could use Rover, but these guys who invested $65 million wouldn't appreciate that. So what? Go check it out. Go talk to your neighbors. You can do it one-on-one. Build yourself up a pet sitting, walking, taking out service. All right, that's Rover. Pretty cool. I like the Rover. Apple. Not to always talk about Apple, but Apple, there's a lot of integration between and automation between all your appliances, your light, your thermostat, your TV, your this and that. And at certain stores, check this out. This is called the Apple HomeKit. And Apple is offering interactive HomeKit demo stations at 45 of its retail stores worldwide, according to TechCrunch. And that's that. When you go into one of these stores, you'll be able to use the Home app and check out some of their interactive stuff. When this thing comes out, I'll show you another picture of this kind of HomeKit. Okay, when it comes out, you'll be able to use your Apple Watch, iPhone, or iPad to control devices like Phillips Hue light bulb, the Hunter ceiling fan, and many others. If you tap the lower, if you tap to the lower shades in the living room, for example, you'll see the shades lower in the house shown on the screen. So you can put your shades up and down and this and that. The demo is, again, in only select stores, including Union Square in San Francisco, World Trade Center, and Williamsburg stores in New York, 28 other stores across the country. Other countries to get this demo station include the UK, the UAE, that's the United Arab Emirates, Germany, Mexico, Singapore, and Taiwan. So if you are a viewer in one of those countries, you might have a chance to check out this kit. I don't know why. Why don't you just put this in every store. You make so much money, Apple. Why can't you just put this whole thing in every store? I will say this. One of the things mentioned was the Phillips Hue that you can control through this app. I needed a couple bulbs for some stuff. I was looking at the Phillips Hue, but it's expensive to get in. It's about $200. You get 3 bulbs and you like a dock thing that they all hook up to. I went on Amazon and I got some bulbs that change color and disco and whatever, and you can fade in and out and all sorts of stuff. For I got 4 bulbs with remotes. So it doesn't have an app, but they do come with remotes, and you can use one remote for all the bulbs for I think $40. So I like the Philips Hue. I've seen the demos on that, but there are cheaper alternatives out there right now. Will not work with this HomeKit that I'm talking about, but that's pretty cool. All right. Anything else going on? There is so much going on that I don't even. I'm confused. How about this? I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to think of this off the top of my head. I'm looking, but I'm thinking. Okay. All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you 5 tips for if you have an iPhone or an iPad. Looks like, let's see. My Prime Day package is here. I don't know what that means. Okay. So let me get off of all this stuff. Okay. Now, if you do have an Apple iPad or iPhone or iPod Touch, it looks something like this. Well, looks something like that. All right. A lot of games, if you download apps and you're playing games, a lot of, if it seems to slow down or everything, most of your memory is being used by it continually is downloading ads. So what I would suggest on certain apps, you can try them on all your apps and see if they work. Go into settings. I don't think you can see that too well. Go into settings anyway and put it on airplane mode. Just put it on airplane mode and see if you can still play the app. Because if you can, it'll play faster, it'll work better because ads will not continually, and you won't have any ads. So, and ads won't be continually downloaded. So, every app that you have, a lot of them do need access to Wi-Fi or some type of data to work. Some of them, you just download the app and it just works. And then they just spam you with all this advertising. But if you put it on airplane mode, that would just try it. Try it. It's worked for me on a lot of them. Okay. Bluetooth. Do you use Bluetooth? Okay. I use Bluetooth all the time. I've got some Bluetooth headphones. Also, where I have a Bluetooth receiver hooked up to my stereo so I can play music from my phone. Boom, right into the stereo, this and that. And I have found on Bluetooth, if you want to connect to one of your devices that's already listed, for some reason it doesn't work right. So if I want to connect to, it says my devices. One of them says Logitech BT. And I want to hook up to that one. And it says not connected. I hit the information button next to it, and I actually say, forget this device. And it says, do you want to forget the device? Yeah, forget it. Okay? Now I'll put that in pairing mode. I'll turn my Bluetooth off, and then put that Logitech in pairing mode, and then turn it back on, my Bluetooth back on again. And it shows up. It says, do you want to connect? I boom, yep, I want to connect. And boom, connected. So if you ever run into any Bluetooth issues, go in there, get rid of the device. I know it doesn't make sense, but get rid of the device that is listed that you want to connect up to and just reconnect it. because some of them are a big hassle. Some of them can, automatically connect fine. Some of them don't. It seems I've got all the ones that don't. So there's a Bluetooth kind of a thing for you. Now, I've talked to, I go to the Apple store, not fairly regularly, but every once in a while. And I have a Genius Bar appointment because there's issues with my computer that come up. And in talking to a lot of these geniuses at the Genius Bar, which isn't a bar anymore, it's a bunch of tables. A lot of them have told me, because I've asked them about this, about people coming in with problems with their iPhone, and all you need is a hard reset. And that's all. And so instead they make the appointment and they drive, you go to the mall, wherever, the store. Of course, they want to see you in the store because they're hoping you're going to buy something. But if you're having problems with your iPhone, okay, you're going to hold down the home button and you're going to hold down the sleep button or whatever, the button on the right, at the same time. You have to do it at the same time. Otherwise, you're taking a screenshot. And you have to hold it down. So I'm holding them both down right now. The screen's going to go black. And wait till the apple comes up. When the apple comes up, you can release your fingers. Boom. There you go. You just reset your iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch. And you're not going to lose any information. What it's doing, it's clearing all the stuff out behind there that you probably have 20 windows open on one of your web browsers or something like that, and your phone's running really slow. And do a hard reset, okay? Try that. Now, it will ask you for your passcode the first time after a hard reset. So I'm going to put that in, and there we are. And then after that, you just need you can use your fingerprint to open it up. But there you go. Hard reset. The biggest. So many people go to the Apple store and they just go boom. Genius guys do a hard reset, and then you look at them and you go, "Wow, you are amazing. Wow, you just fixed my phone." Well, you can fix your phone yourself. So do that. I'll just give you a final tip, and it's not even a good tip, but it's a tip that I wonder if I have. Oh, I know. I've got something right here. So if you're out riding your bike or going somewhere or where there's a lot of humidity or something like that, every once in a while, I know you don't think about it. Either do I. Here's my cassette, by the way. It's the back of my case, right? Yeah. So I'm going to take that off. Okay? Taking that off. Every once in a while, you know what I recommend? You don't think about it, except if you do it on your shirt. But clean your screen. Clean it. All right? Sometimes you try and flip something up or get rid of something and it's not going. It's like, something's wrong with my phone. Something's wrong with my phone. It could just be so dirty, you just don't know it. So this will actually help it function better, as well as make it look really nice. Wow. So clean the screen and this is actually a special cloth. It's not a microfiber. It's like a super microfiber cloth that is made for screens specifically. And now my phone will work. I did a hard reset on it. I cleaned it up. I can play some apps in airplane mode and not get spammed with all this advertising. Wow, those are some good tips. Pass them along. Tell your friends. And join us at Kid Friday. All right, so finally, in conclusion, just want to say, again, two things. One, join our Facebook page, facebook.com/StoryCub, or just go into Facebook, search, what am I saying, StoryCub? Kid Friday. Boing! Facebook.com/Kid Friday, or just search Kid Friday. Join our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. So go ahead, write comments, write posts, write stuff, and we will read them right here. If you have a question, write in on our Facebook page. That's how we're doing it. Because there's some wacky stuff going on. All right, so do it on the Kid Friday Facebook page. And if you are watching this on iTunes via podcast, do us a huge favor. This really, really seriously means a lot. If you can go in and write a review. So go into, search Kid Friday and podcast, and there's this thing that says reviews and ratings, whatever, and it says write a review. And if you like the show, wow, I'd certainly appreciate 5 stars. And if you can actually write something, or write a review, write a review about Kid Friday, boy, that we'd really appreciate it, because that helps us get Apple's attention, and Kid Friday gets featured more, and more people learn about Kid Friday, and that would be great. So we'd really, really appreciate your support. Not asking for your money, although we could ask for. Hey, this is our pledge drive going on right now. So if you could write in, if you could send in, just if you could write a review in iTunes, that would be awesome. All right. This is a 2017 Kid Friday production. All rights reserved. Don't mess with us, or we're sending somebody after you, because I'm a wimp. I can't do anything about it. Or you could get a cease and desist, or you could, whatever. But, hey, we'll talk to you on the next show, and we always like to end with the beginning. And the beginning is the same as the end, and I'm looking for it. I just found it. So, hey, show 213 is in the can, and we'll see you on the next Kid Friday.
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
Oh! Let's get this party started.
Yeah,